welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you to those of you who have been watching my videos. Thank you to all of you new ones who are coming in. Hi. Got a story time for y'all today. Want to tell you about one of the great things about raising a child who is deaf. Okay? And I am the hearing mom. Okay. So the first time my child got in trouble, of course, he was 3 years old. He attended the school for the deaf, and they would come home once a month. Well, they called me, and they said the letter was coming in the mail of what happened, and he was the little kid. I don't know, he may have been he was 5, 6 at this time, because I was married. Because when they called, they talked to me and my ex-husband. So they called and said that he had gotten in trouble because he liked some little girl, and the initiation for the little kids was that they would go into the dorm rooms and urinate in a trash can. Like, you're thinking, what? These are little kids. What do they mean? So, of course, I am the disciplinarian. I just am. It just is what it is. I believe in children being respectful to their parents. I believe in children being respectful to any adults. I am that parent to this very day. So he came home off the bus after I've gotten a phone call and probably going to get a letter in the mail about this. They waited. I guess they didn't want me to drive an hour and a half to the school. He gets home, I talk to him and I ask him about it, because of course, I have to sign it to him because he's 5. And what happened? What is going on with this? Why did you do this? He's looking, he's giving me all the excuses. Believe it or not, y'all, these children, so smart. They're so smart. He tells me it didn't happen that way. That's not what happened. He really had to use the bathroom, and he couldn't go, and he couldn't leave the room. He didn't have time. No, I am not that mom. Just in case somebody want to know. No, I'm not that mom. Yeah, he got in a lot of trouble. It wasn't good trouble. It was bad trouble with me. Like I said, I did not play that. It was rough. He was the child that gave me, I got 2 children, and he was the one that gave me all of the business. Because the other one just watched what I did to him and thought, I don't want to do this. I don't go through this. Sweet as he could be, just never really got in trouble, did no talking back. But this other one, this one that went away to go to school, and I was on that road and back and forth. No, he gave me the business. This is we urinating in trash cans. Then they called me back again and said, I need to call you and tell you, Sean got in trouble with the house parent, and he's not happy. What do you mean he's not happy? What are you talking about? Because he's not happy about a house parent? A house parent is one of the people who stays in the dorm with the kids. They're 24/7. So what do you mean? Well, he didn't like how she was talking to him. He doesn't have any say. Is she being mean? I knew these people. We were like family. And just because he has a complaint, no, we don't do that. He was that kid. I mean, he was the kid that felt he could say what he wanted to say. He played basketball, football, ran track. He did soccer. Everything. He has a cut on his face right now where he was they were playing golf. These children did so many things. My child just had to do what he was going to do. There were just so many. I had phone calls of, well, Sean, hey, he's in the independent dorms now because he's like 17. He got in trouble and he hit his head. He blacked out. What? I find out they just horse playing, and he bumped his head and he okay. Y'all know, as a mom, I am freaking completely out. He was my child he had to test me. Like y'all, the word the children say is test my gangster. He did. He tested all that I had in me as a mom, because I took everything to heart And a lot of it was, you know, his dad would say, man, he's just being a boy. No, these phone calls are not about him being a boy. This is, you know, he's cutting up and things need to happen. And he just wouldn't. It was always something. He was upset because he couldn't do something. He was upset because he wanted to move from one dorm to another because they had sent him back to another dorm because they were saying he was cutting up and being immature and playing around. And it's so many things. I got a call that he was flirting with an intern, one of the girls doing her internship. He flirting with her. He told her, you know, if you just wait, you know, I'm going to be 18 and I'm going to be good. Huh? Got that call. I got that call. This was my baby that was like, what? He was always into something. And this is the one story. I'm going to tell you this story and then I'm going to let y'all go. As a parent, I am a hearing parent, and you have a deaf child. He used to sneak and do little things, and he didn't realize I could hear him because he couldn't hear. So I always had candy jars. I don't know what the reason behind that was. I have one now. I guess that's my thing. But anyway, I had a candy jar sitting on the table. And he would go and try to steal candy out of the jar and pick it up. It's loud. It's making a hell of noise. And he would pick it up and steal the candy and put it back. And there were times that I would have to make him think that I didn't know he was stealing it. Every now and then I would go in and say I caught him, like you would do your child. Because if you had a hearing child and they were stealing the candy out the candy jar, you would catch them, but they would know you were going to catch them because you would hear it. But because they would not put it down, slam it down, but he slammed it down because he can't hear. This is the child. This is living with the deaf child who just didn't get it. He got in trouble just like everybody else. They are no different. They're no different. They are no different. You just have to sign to them. And that's it. And he was that child. It made me a better mom because it made me more prepared for that next young man that I have. And he is different because he saw things. This one, the oldest one always had a way about himself. He was going to do what he was going to do. And he wasn't going to always tell you that, but he was going to do what he was going to do. And it was an experience. And I appreciate every moment of it. It was great. I laugh about it now, but I'm sure, positive, almost 100% that I cried about it when it was happening, because I probably had what am I doing? What is this? And how do I fix it? Because this is not it. And his dad would always say, he's a kid, it's going to happen. Well, we're going to get on to him about that. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to do this. I would have a whole fit every time. Every time I think I was the mommy who had a fit. Well, that's it for me, y'all. Just giving y'all a few story times about living as a mom with a deaf kid. And it's been a transition, but we made it through. He made it. He's alive. I made it. I'm alive. We're good. So y'all have a good evening. That's it for me.